Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Taco Tuesday. Thanks for joining me on my channel. Thanks for everyone who's liked, followed, and subscribed. Your girl is still getting it together. I just put a lip on because why not do a lip? My kid loves it when I wake up pretty. I feel pretty, whatever happens in the city. I am going to pray for the people who went through a lot of losses last night. I send my sincerest condolences. Maybe that's the reason why a lot of us have been tired, because a lot of us has been pushing peace behind the scenes, and for some odd reason things seem to get worse as they get better. I don't know, it's always this odd. Things have to get worse before it gets better. Please pardon me as I explain these things. I'm making my bedroom coffee. Alex just had his breakfast and now he's tuning into his favorite tunes. He loves this cartoon Do Re Mi, which reminds me about being back to the basics. Do Re Mi. That's the basic chords that you learn when you go to music class and when you go to school, you know, primary school, that sort of thing. And you finally learn how to record notes. That was the best music lesson ever, because everything past that I don't remember about. What I remember, some things about music clefs and things of that nature, but for the most part, Do Re Mi was a very important part of everybody's education. And what is it? Do re mi fa sol la ti do. Yes, yes, the basic scale of things. Bear with me. I need to have my coffee. I want to step out because these cartoons are very, very loud. So this is going to be a longer message. Hey, you get to spend some time with me. Shout out to my new follower, Tiffany. I met her yesterday. She is so sweet. She is very intuitive lady that I met yesterday as I was traveling home from work with my son. Yesterday, I took Alex out for a lunch date after working, because why doesn't a girl get to relax after working? Yes, because there have been so many double standards, and for some reason, the patriarchy in us, I won't say in just men, because there are some women that have this patriarchy where they plan to be a martyr just for the attention of man. So, sometimes when we go out, people don't ask what the guy's background is, because he's entitled to just relax and pull over and, blow off some steam. But us females, if we're blowing off our steam, we must be escaping some type of responsibility, or have plans on getting into some irresponsible things, which of course can be true and not true, just the same as it is for a man. Which brings me to the topic that Tiffany and I were breaching yesterday. Oh, pardon me while I stir my coffee. I also want to say a shout out to all the servicemen, men and women everywhere in uniform. Those that includes janitors, that includes flight attendants, bus people, the military, anyone that is of honor in their situation. Keep doing the good job. I know there are bad apples around you, but try not to spread the rot, for that is what is the issue with this place here. People are easily spreading the rot. So let me bring it in for a minute, because there was a subject that I wanted to talk about. Hey, I'm in the backyard. I'm in the backyard chilling on the couch, just chilling out. So what I wanted to talk about was licensed abuse. Pardon me while I get a good angle. I have not stirred my coffee yet, not once. Shout out to those who are in Chicago. This is the glass that I'm using today, my mug. It's so beautiful. I even have a shot glass that matches it. It was a gift from someone that is so near and dear and precious to my heart. Very precious to my heart. Thank you so much. And I know I shouted out Tiffany as well as some of my other collective family. How are you? All my lovables, all my sweets. I love you. Spreading all this love and light and prosperity and abundance. I'm getting to it. I have to stir my coffee. When I'm talking about subjects as important as this, I need to be clear and concise, that was beautiful. It was a beautiful first sip. This is mocha coffee, and yes, I did put condensed milk and cane sugar today. Just a little something. I'm fasting a little bit today. I'm going to fast for a few hours today. It's hot. It's too hot to eat, so fasting is great. I'm gonna drink some water and eat some grapes. It's too hot to eat. But either way, license abuse is what I was getting on to. So, of course, we know about licensing and how you have to go to licensing departments and pay and apply for permits and have records ran. And that's traditional licensing, where you go through the necessary steps in order to gain permissions, which gives you license to do certain things and certain practices, in which you have to, in a lot of cases, show proof of licensing and show proof of the requirements that you did for the licensing. Stay with me. This is not going to, this is definitely going to hit home for a lot. See, what happens with licensing is once you get the license, it basically allows you to move in certain ways. And unfortunately, a lot of people have gotten licensed to not only fulfill their position, but extort and exploit their positions. And that goes as far as politicians, doctors, people that are supposed to be of honor. And let's go a little deeper into licensing. License also is something that a lot of people give to themselves, which comes in the form of justification, which comes in the form of judgment, and in a lot of cases results in shame. A lot of people have given themselves license, which means that they have not fulfilled said requirements of giving license. They have not fulfilled any requirements to give themselves the license nor the permission to do things to other people, whether it be exploit them financially, emotionally, mentally, anything. A lot of people give themselves a license. They tell themselves that they have a right to, because of, which is cause and effect. And that is called licensed abuse. In some cases, a person will go and obtain a license just so that they can go far beyond the scope of their permissions. And they will use sometimes seniority, family titles, work titles, anything that they perceive as authority in your eyes to make you respect their given licensing, which in a lot of cases, I'm going to just keep it a buck, it's abuse. It's called licensed abuse. You have justified your mistreatment of permissions, parameters, of access. Like, you have justified the misuse of your power and your authority in some way. And a lot of times people don't even realize that they've justified some BS. Let's just keep it real. They have justified doing something that should be frowned upon, and it might be universally frowned upon, but because this person has not been seen, it has not been published or exposed that this person has used some sort of authority that they've given themselves to go forward with such acts, disdain, disgusting acts, however you want to describe it. These are things that people wouldn't openly give permission to had you not given your license, had given yourself license to do these things. And honestly, it speaks to a lack of conscience, because if you cannot control yourself and know the difference between right and wrong and your permissions, and give yourself parameters and boundaries, why should you be given license to do that if you cannot respect the license given, or the license you've given yourself? For example, let's just say this is gross licensing. This is a mother to a child. Because the mother says, I am the provider, I am the one who takes care of you, she deems herself the controller, the authority that makes her able to abuse, speak harsh words, say harsh things, withhold love and nourishment as she sees fit to control the situation, instead of applying love and nourishment where it is needed and allow the situation to be handled through tried and true practices, things that make sense. Hope you're following me. Even licensing, like a person saying, oh, this person hit me, I should be able to hit them. Now, in some cases, that might be true, but what have you given yourself license to do? That's like if you're watching an elderly person who then strikes out at you, but you know they have dementia, but because you say, a person that hits me, I have to hit them back, you've given yourself license to hit that person back, but you have not taken into context in which the issue happened. That person is not of right mind, and you knew the situation going in, so the person hitting you does not give you license to abuse them. That means that you need to take the necessary steps that were probably given before you interacted with said individual. See, licensing goes way beyond permits and state and laws and things of that nature. We need to go back to the original laws, which would be all holy scripts written by our higher beings and our higher authorities. That would be all things given to us spiritually, which we are, our spiritual scripts, which we are supposed to adhere to instead of the understanding of man. I'm not going to get too deep into that because some of you guys are not willing to do that. That would actually make you have to license yourself to actually do something good. Now that's the license that most people avoid. They avoid the license of boundaries. They avoid the license of self-control, because if you can license yourself to act in such an expressive and gross way, then you can also license yourself to reel it in and check yourself, so to speak. Yeah, you have to respect yourself enough to know that there is a boundary for everyone in every capacity in every situation. You are not supposed to overextend and over, your permissions and your boundaries, because that's lawlessness. And this is how we came about to this wild, wild west thing where we have sinners chasing other sinners all the time, and no one is above reproach. Hope this hits you in a different way this morning. I'm going to finish my coffee. Love and light. Let's not fight. See you later, all right? Alex just joined me.